know that going up front. Like this is going to be work for both parties, parents and the kid. What would you do with the money if you made money from acting?
Buy the motorcycle.
Buy a motorcycle?
No, buy the books I got at the library.
Oh, you want some books from the book fair? You are probably seeing this actually on Christmas morning, so Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Hey, I want to tell you something.
What?
Look at me. Hey, hold my hand. No matter what today, you're going to do amazing. And you've worked really hard to be here.
Aloha, good morning. Welcome back, you guys. If you've been following us along, you know what's coming. We're finally here. It is the weekend of the CGTV.la All-Stars program and showcase. We signed this up for Alex back in September when we did the audition, and really been thrown into this world of acting that we really had no anticipation of doing. I've always kind of thought of Alex as being potential as like a baby model. She was definitely the Gerber baby, and there were times that I regretted not submitting her for that. And so with this kind of being put on our feet, like a door's opened, I think we're just gonna try to take it. Like, we're just gonna see what happens. And that's what we wanted to do with this weekend. We wanted to go in and just see what happens. I really didn't know what to expect. So I had Haley go with John, Dad. And John is in the Army, in case you guys didn't know, and he had combatives all week. I had to ride his bike, because we only have one car on the island. And, he normally takes his KLX, his motorcycle, but Haley's too young to ride on the motorcycle. So he took his mountain bike with the shotgun seat and rode in. I then came later in the afternoon, dropped Haley off, and she was able to spend like an hour or two with John in combatives, and supposedly she did really good.
They did it a little bit careful so they don't hurt each other.
All right, so we are on our way. It is official. It's time to go to this acting school. I spent a lot of time researching where we were going, trying to find out. I hate getting lost. I don't like being late. And especially if we're actually gonna try to get into this business, that's not what you wanna do. You do not wanna be late. The Hawaiian Hilton Village is where this was at, and it is the largest Hilton in the world. Were you nervous going into the whole acting thing?
Nope.
You weren't nervous at all?
Wow, look at the view. There's the lagoon. I think we were supposed to go to the conference center, but we gotta find our way there. So I can't video a lot for you guys. Alex can't show you anything behind those doors, and for good reason. If I haven't, I'm sure I mentioned it before in other videos, but we paid for this, and so did every other parent, and so I'm not gonna share trade secrets that we literally paid for. On top of it, there's gonna be a bunch of kids, and you gotta respect their privacy. But we're taking you along for as much of the journey as we can. Since we arrived early, we're able to find out where we're going, and that helped Alex and I relax. Go out and get some ice cream, enjoy the atmosphere of this place. I mean, you are on Waikiki Beach in Hawaii. Pretty nervous at this point. And I was really trying not to project that onto my child. I think that's probably the worst thing you can do, but it's hard not to do. You having fun?
Even if you try to explain it to her, the idea that she's going to be going in and being practiced and judged, it's not something I actually said to Alex, is that she'd be judged.
Hey, I want to tell you something.
What?
Look at me. Hey, hold my hand. No matter what today, you're going to do amazing. And you've worked really hard to be here. And you've done an amazing job. And I'm really proud of you. All you have to do is go up and be yourself. Okay? I love you, kid.
started off by first all going into a meeting, and we learned a lot. At least I did. Alex was kind of zoned out a little bit during this part of it, and you know, I don't really know too many kids under probably 9 that were not zoned out. But it was a lot of really good information for myself. And throughout the whole process, there were meetings, seminars for the parents where you were able to ask questions, you were able to learn a lot, because there's a lot into this business. And in a way, you are your child's own manager.
The best convenience store food I've ever had. Some of it's actually really good. Trying to find a quiet part of the beach where I can sit down and talk to you guys. Alex is now officially on her own by herself doing the program today. It's still day 1, and she's got another hour before I can go pick her up. And I have to say, things are going really, really well. I'm very happy. Alex is clearly having fun. She's already made friends, and that is number 1 for Alex, is being able to have fun with other kids, and we're already there. Alex has got her lines, and I feel like we prepared, we gave it everything. I know going into it right now that we gave it everything, and if she doesn't get anything from it, as in like a job or a contract, I am okay. I know that she's learning. We've already learned a ton, and it doesn't end here. And this is only day 1. We still have 4 days. I do know that if she doesn't do well, we're gonna get a phone call later today. They said that they would call us if they forget their lines. All right, like that's the most important part. You can't even begin to act if you don't know your lines. So right there, if you guys have thought about signing up for this course, or you already did, number 1, run your lines over and over and over and over. And that's what we did every day, multiple times. A lot. If you guys are having trouble with finding, maybe the right lines, younger kids, I really struggle with trying to find something for Alex. So if you want, write it down in the comments, and I will answer your questions and share with you guys a little bit of what we found. But either way, I'm gonna enjoy this, kind of sit next to the ocean. It's been a couple days since I've been at the ocean, and by God, it is gorgeous out here. So I'm gonna relax, and Alex has this. I've got another 40 minutes or so before I go pick her up. So here we go, day 1. Then we're gonna get up early tomorrow. We'll be booking it back here. Have fun?
Yes.
You had a lot of fun? Oh my gosh, we're super hyper. So they want you to do Monster Under the Bed.
The next couple of days were pretty much just a blur of me dropping Alex off. Haley and I would go hang out. We would spend a lot of time just sitting, working. We would, there was a lot of just downtime. We would have to come back for a couple meetings. We would pick Alex up for lunch, then we'd go back and we would just sit. So we dropped Alex off day 2, and you could definitely feel the pressure. So I did not get a phone call last night, but pressure is rolling downhill. So Adrian was talking to everybody. 90% of the kids forgot their lines, and I don't think he was too happy. Alex said she did not forget her lines, but we still had to practice it a lot. But we took a lot of breaks this morning. I could feel like she was starting to feel that pressure from me. And so I really had to work hard to kind of tone down, relax myself, and let her relax. She seemed pretty happy and excited when I was leaving. So thank God for that. Cross my fingers. Honestly, I don't care if we get nothing. But I'm such a driven person that it's important to me that you do things well. And
this is a huge investment into some serious life skills. It's not just... Oh, good. Eat your eggs. Haley's eating breakfast right next to me. We had to come back and have Haley finish her Spam, eggs, and rice before she was allowed to eat anything else. Right, Haley? Right. And my kids were made for Hawaii. Yes, they love Spam. They absolutely love Spam and rice together. Alright guys, so the end of the second day, I'm gonna do this real quick. How am I feeling about things? Amazing. This is so far totally worth everything. No one's here this morning. Let's go get some snacks. Dropped Alex off. Dropped Alex off. She's really excited, having fun, but the fatigue is definitely starting to set in. So some really long days. They were amazing days, but they were really, really long. And Alex was starting to get really tired. I was feeling tired. Let's get upstairs.
Can I open this up?
So finally the last day came. We dropped Alex off in the morning like we had been doing. Dress rehearsal. She was in off that. All right, dude. Today is the day. Final day. You excited? Are you nervous?
Yes.
That's okay. I'm nervous too. Dun, dun, dun. We all went over to the Hau'olakoa and had coffee. It was pouring rain. So this was our way to get out of the rain. And then, before we knew it, we all went back over and it was time for the actual performance. The judges came in, they introduced themselves, and before you knew it, the performance started. And it went really fast. There were about 90 kids, and they went one right after the other. And I will say the team that they had was amazing, because trying to keep a bunch of 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds who are all together, who've been bunched up for 4 days, you know, this isn't like they had recess time. Their energy level was off the hook, and trying to contain that so that those kids weren't distracting the performances of the kids on stage, I thought they did a really wonderful job. Were you nervous going on the stage?
Yes.
You were? Trying so hard to just, you know what? As long as she just remembers her lines, I'm gonna be happy. That's all I want for this child, is just to go up there and not freeze. And if you freeze, it's okay. There were definitely a couple of kids that had froze prior to Alex coming up there. So I was like, oh my God, just do this, kid. You got this, you got this. And as I like freaking out mentally inside, there's Alex. She's looking over at me. She's about to go on stage. And she looks over at me and she gives me like this thumbs up and she winks at me. Like, I got this, Mom. And that's what she mouths. Is like, she mouths something at me that I translated into, I got this, Mom. This smile, this confident smile. And I'm like, damn. Like, okay, she's got this. And she just she didn't walk, she marched onto that stage and she delivered her lines. Now, she definitely got nervous in the first 2 sentences of her monologue because, like, you could see, like, instead of moving naturally, there was kind of some, like, oh, but facially, she was still delivering, even though the rest of her body was kind of in this freak-out freeze. And then she kind of relaxed the last 2 sentences of her monologue. And just kind of, okay, like, we've made it. And she went off. Now, from that performance, I was so happy for Alex. I was very pleased that my 7-year-old, who's never done any acting whatsoever, was able to go and do that. And this was a success. And we went out, we had dinner at a ramen place at Alex's request, and that was really her reward for working so hard. That was what she wanted.
We just got the email back about how you did in the performance.
Of who made the callback list.
So a couple of the agents wanted to talk to you about potentially doing some modeling or acting where you earn money for it.
Will I earn money?
Yeah, you earn money. Okay. Alright, I found myself a little corner with an outlet, which is awesome because I got to get my computer out and I need to work on her resume. So she seems to be having a great time in there. Everyone just keeps telling me that she's the life of the room and the party. And that's awesome because when I'm next to her, she's like,
Haley, say
Give us
bye.
a big thumbs up. A quick subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up and click on the
next
subscribe
video,
button.
Christmas and surfing.